My dear children, I want to begin this journey with you by talking about the power that lies within your family. The family is not just a collection of individuals bound by blood, it is a sacred gift, a community that I have brought together for a higher purpose. The bonds that connect you to your loved ones are forged in my love, and those bonds hold an incredible power and energy that has the ability to heal, to strengthen, to uplift, and to carry each of you through the storms of life. You may not always feel this power, but it is always there, waiting for you to tap into it, especially when you turn to me through prayer. When I created families, I did so with the intention that you would not journey through life alone. Life can be filled with joys and victories, but also with hardships and trials. Each family is a community, a unit that is meant to share both the beautiful moments and the difficult times. And through these moments, through every laugh, every tear, every shared experience, your spirit closer together. You are bound not only by the ties of the world, but also by an unseen spiritual thread that I have woven into the fabric of your lives. And it is through this connection that true strength can be found. The power of the spiritual connection within a family is something that cannot be measured by human means. It is a force that allows you to rise when you have fallen, to find light even in the darkest of times, and to feel love even when the world around you seems harsh. And this power, this energy, can be made even greater when you come together in prayer. When a family prays together, something miraculous happens. Your voices may rise separately, but they come to me as one unified, harmonious melody, a melody that I hear and cherish deeply. Prayer is not simply an act of asking for my help. It is an invitation to me to come and dwell within your hearts, to dwell within your home, and to be present in every aspect of your lives. When you pray as a family, you are inviting my spirit to be the central force that binds you together. You are saying we are not alone, we are stronger together, and we trust in your guidance, Lord. In those moments of shared prayer, you allow my peace to fill your home, my love to surround you, and my wisdom to lead you. There may be times when your family faces difficulties, moments when there are misunderstandings, moments when tempers flare, moments when the world seems to weigh heavily upon your shoulders. It is in those moments that the power of connection truly shines. When you choose to come together, to hold hands, to pray, and to lift one another up, you are choosing love over discord, peace over chaos. You are choosing to invite my presence into the midst of your struggles. And I promise you, my beloved, I am always there. It is not about the perfection of your prayers, nor is it about using the right words or following a certain formula. What matters most to me is the sincerity of your hearts, the openness with which you invite me in, and the love that you share as a family. A simple prayer spoken from the heart, offered with genuine love and trust, has more power than you can imagine. When your family comes together, no matter how simple the setting or how few the words, the power of that moment reverberates not just in your home, but throughout the heavens. I want you to see prayer as a bridge that not only connects your heart to mine, but also connects each of you to one another. It is a way of sharing your burdens, your hopes, your fears, and your dreams. It is a way of saying to each other, I am here for you, we are in this together, and we are placing our trust in something greater than ourselves. Through prayer, you learn to see beyond the immediate challenges, to find hope in my promises, and to trust in my love for each of you. To think of your family as a garden. Each member is like a different plant, growing and flourishing in their own unique way. But for this garden to thrive, it needs nurturing, it needs light, and it needs love. Prayer is the water that nourishes this garden. It is the light that brings warmth and helps you grow. Without it, the connections may start to wither. Misunderstandings may grow like weeds, and the vibrancy of love may fade. But with prayer, with a consistent, heartfelt connection to me, you nurture the love that sustains your family. You strengthen the bonds that hold you together. And you create a garden that is beautiful, thriving, and filled with joy. There is something truly sacred about the moments when a family comes together to lift the other up in prayer. Whether it's sitting around the table before a meal, gathering in the living room before bedtime, or holding hands during times of struggle, those moments are powerful acts of love. When you pray together, you create an environment where each member feels seen, heard, and loved, not only by each other but by me as well. You create a safe space where there is no fear, no judgment, only unconditional love and grace. I see the times when some of you struggle to share your thoughts or feelings. I see the times when communication seems difficult, when there is distance or misunderstanding between you. But know this, my beloved, prayer has the power to bridge even the widest gaps. When words fail, when emotions are too complex to express, prayer provides a path. It allows you to come before me with all that you are, with your confusion, your anger, your sadness, your joy, and to lay it all down at my feet. And in those moments, my peace flows, my comfort comes, and I begin to heal the places that feel broken. Every family goes through seasons, times of joy, times of sorrow, times of abundance, and times of struggle. No matter what season you find yourselves in now, know that the power of prayer and the connection it brings can carry you through. If you are in a season of joy, let your prayers be filled with thanksgiving. Let your voices rise in celebration of the blessings I have given you. If you are in a season of struggle, let your prayers be filled with hope. Let them be a declaration that you trust in my plans, even if you do not yet see how everything will come together. The strength of your family lies not in avoiding challenges or difficulties, but in facing them together with faith, with love, and with trust in me. And it is through prayer that you will find the strength to do this. I have given each of you unique gifts, unique strengths, and unique hearts. And when you come together, those gifts are multiplied. When you pray for one another, you are lifting each other up in the most powerful way possible. You are inviting my blessings into each other's lives. You are calling upon my grace, and you are allowing my love to work through you. My dear children, never underestimate the power of the spiritual connection that exists within your family. It is a treasure, a source of strength, a reflection of my love for you. When you nurture this connection through prayer, you are building a foundation that cannot be shaken, no matter what comes your way. You are creating a legacy of faith, of love, of hope that will not only bless each of you, but will also be passed down to future generations. Your prayers today are the seeds of blessings that will grow and flourish long into the future. Take this moment to hold each other close, to be grateful for the gift of family, and to invite me into every part of your lives. Let your prayers be filled with love for one another, with hope for the future, and with a deep trust in my presence. I am with you, now and always, guiding you, protecting you, and filling your home with my peace. Together, let us build a family rooted in love, anchored in faith, and always connected through the power of prayer. You are my beloved, and I delight in every moment that you turn to me as a family, for in those moments, I see the beauty of my love reflected in each of you. I want to share with you the profound beauty and importance of prayer within your family. It is not just a ritual. not just an obligation or a practice passed down from generation to generation. Prayer is the lifeblood of the Spirit, and within the family, it becomes something even greater. It becomes a bridge, a force that binds each heart to one another, and each of your hearts to mine. The true power of prayer lies not only in its ability to change circumstances, but, more importantly, in its power to transform hearts, to bring peace where there is discord, and to strengthen bonds that may have begun to fray. When you pray together as a family, you invite my Spirit into your home, and in doing so, you create a sanctuary. The world outside may be filled with noise, confusion, and chaos, but within those sacred moments of family prayer, you find a place of stillness, a haven where my love surrounds you all. There is an indescribable warmth that fills the room when family members gather. No matter how big or small, no matter how joyful or heavy their hearts may be, it is my presence, a love that encircles each of you, reminding you that you belong to each other, and ultimately, you belong to me. Think of prayer as a thread that weaves its way through the fabric of your family story. Each time you come together to pray, whether it is a quick moment of gratitude before a meal, a heartfelt plea during times of struggle, or a joyous celebration of answered prayers, you add a stitch to that fabric, making it stronger, more beautiful, and more capable of withstanding the pressures of life. Every shared prayer is like a stitch of love, a mark of resilience, binding you more closely to one another. Even when you do not see the immediate results, every prayer has a purpose. It is an investment in the strength and unity of your family. There is something deeply sacred about the vulnerability that prayer brings into a family setting. In those moments, each of you can lay down your burdens, be open about your fears, your hopes, and your desires. It is in these moments of openness that true connection happens, not just with me, but with each other. When you are vulnerable in your prayers, when you share your worries and your struggles, you allow those around you to support you, to lift you up, and to be a vessel of my love in your life. The words spoken in prayer have the power to heal, to bring clarity, and to nurture understanding between family members. Sometimes I know it may feel awkward to pray together as a family. There might be hesitations, moments when you are unsure what to say, or moments when you feel your words are inadequate. But remember, my dear one, I do not seek perfection in your prayers. I do not look for eloquence or grand expressions. What matters to me is the sincerity of your heart, the willingness to come together, and the choice to invite me into your lives. I hear the cries of your heart even when words fail. I see the intentions behind your prayers, and I am always ready to answer, to comfort, and to guide. Do not underestimate the impact that your prayers have even on the smallest members of your family. When children hear their parents or grandparents praying, when they are invited to join in to share their own hopes and worries, they learn something truly powerful. They learn that they are not alone. They learn that they have a loving God who listens, and they learn that their family is a source of strength and support. This is how the seeds of faith are planted, how hope begins to grow, and how trust in my love becomes an unshakable foundation in their hearts. It is through witnessing your prayers, through seeing your faith in action, that the young ones come to know me, not as a distant figure, but as a present, loving force in their lives. The beauty of family prayer is that it brings light into every situation. It turns moments of fear into opportunities for faith. It transforms times of sorrow into times of comfort and hope. When you gather in prayer, you are doing more than just speaking words. You are opening the door for miracles to happen, for hearts to be changed, for blessings to be poured out. There is nothing too great or too small for me to handle. When you pray as a family, you are placing everything, your hopes, your fears, your needs into my hands, trusting that I am big enough, loving enough, and wise enough to take care of you all. Even in times of conflict, when misunderstandings arise and tempers may flare, prayer has the power to heal what is broken. It can be difficult to set aside pride, to humble yourself, and to pray together when emotions are high. But, my dear one, there is no greater way to bring peace back into your home than to come before me together, to lay down your grievances, and to seek my guidance. When you do this, I am able to bring healing to wounds that words alone cannot touch. I soften hearts, bring understanding where there was none, and help you to see each other with eyes of compassion, rather than eyes clouded by hurt or anger. Prayer also opens your eyes to the blessings that are already present in your life. It is so easy to become focused on what is lacking, on what is difficult, on the problems that seem to never end. But when you take a moment to gather as a family and lift up prayers of gratitude, you begin to see the beauty in the everyday moments. You start to notice the small acts of kindness, the laughter shared around the dinner table, the simple joys that too often go unnoticed. Gratitude transforms your perspective, and it brings my light into even the most ordinary days. When you acknowledge these blessings together, you create an atmosphere of joy, an environment where love can flourish. I want you to know that I am always listening. Even when the answer seems slow in coming, even when the silence feels heavy, I am here working in ways you cannot yet see. Every prayer, every sigh, every whispered plea is heard. I am weaving everything together for your good, for the good of your family. Sometimes the answers come in ways that are unexpected, in forms that you did not anticipate. Sometimes the answer is not what you hoped for, but I assure you it is always what is best for you. Trust in my wisdom. Trust that my love for you is greater than any plan you may have for yourselves. Family is a gift, and prayer is the means through which that gift is nurtured, strengthened, and protected. It is the spiritual glue that holds you together, the light that illuminates your path, and the love that binds each of your hearts to mine. There will be times when the journey feels difficult, when the way forward is unclear, but remember that you are not walking it alone. You have each other, and you have me. Together as a family united in prayer, there is nothing that you cannot face, no challenge too great, no burden too heavy. My beloved child, I want you to make prayer a central part of your family's life, not out of obligation, but out of love. Let it be a time when each of you can come as you are, without pretense, without fear, and simply rest in my presence. Let it be a moment of connection, a reminder that no matter what happens in the world outside, within your family there is always love, always support, always hope. I am with you, now and always, and I delight in every moment that you turn to me, every time you gather in my name. Let your prayers be a source of strength, a beacon of hope, and a testament to the unbreakable bond that exists within your family. And remember, you are never alone. Every time you pray, my presence is there, filling your home, wrapping around each of you like a comforting embrace. Trust in the power of prayer. Trust in the power of your love for one another. And trust in my everlasting love for you all. Together, through prayer, you will discover the true strength and beauty of the spiritual connection that binds your family, and through that connection you will find peace, joy, and an enduring hope that can never be shaken. Now, let me share with you the power of stories of families that have faced challenges, yet found strength in their prayers together. There is something profoundly human in each of your stories, something that speaks to the heart of what it means to be a family, to navigate this journey of life with all its ups and downs, and to do so with me as your guide. These stories are your testimonies, moments where the divine meets the everyday, where the impossible becomes possible, and where my love becomes visible. I want to tell you about the power of hope that blossoms when a family comes together in prayer. Imagine a family that feels torn, where misunderstandings have created distance, where hurtful words have been exchanged, and where silence has replaced laughter. It happens sometimes, doesn't it? Even within the closest of families, there can be moments where hearts seem disconnected. But this is not the end of the story. I have seen families in such a state choose to come to me, despite their hurt, despite their differences. They gathered together, hesitantly at first, each carrying their own weight of sadness and frustration. They chose to sit together, to speak to me as one, and they offered up all that they felt: the anger, the pain, and the hope that somehow healing was possible. And my beloved, I want you to know that healing is always possible. When that family prayed together, they made a choice. They chose love over resentment. They chose humility over pride. And they chose to place their trust in me. Slowly, their hearts began to soften. The walls that had been built between them started to crumble. And understanding took the place of judgment. The tears that had once been filled with pain turned into tears of forgiveness. They found each other again, not through their own strength, but through the power of their prayers and my healing love flowing through each of them. There is no limit to what I can do when a family chooses to come together in prayer. I have seen families struggling with illness, where fear and uncertainty have taken root. I have seen the sleepless nights, the anxious glances, the unspoken worries that hang heavy in the air. But I have also seen the incredible power that arises when those families gather to pray. Even in the face of fear, they choose to seek me, to bring their burdens to me, to trust that I am the healer, the comforter, the one who holds their future in my hands. And in those moments of prayer, I have watched as peace begins to replace anxiety, as hope starts to shine where once there was only darkness. It is not always about immediate miracles. Sometimes the miracle is not the sudden disappearance of illness or the instantaneous resolution of a problem. Sometimes the miracle is the peace that fills your hearts even when the circumstances have not changed. It is the strength to keep going, to keep believing, to keep loving one another even when the road ahead seems uncertain. It is the ability to look at each other and say, "We will get through this together, with God guiding us every step of the way." That peace, that strength, that hope, that is my gift to you when you turn to me in prayer. I want you to understand that prayer is not about changing my will, but about aligning your hearts with mine. It is about opening yourselves to the possibilities that I have for you, about trusting that my plans for you are always good, even when they differ from what you had hoped for. I see what lies ahead. I know every twist and turn of your journey, and I am always working for your good. When you pray together as a family, you invite my perfect will into your lives, and you allow me to work in ways that you cannot yet see. There may be times when the answer to your prayers looks different from what you imagined, but know that I am always bringing about the best for you. Consider the story of the family that faced financial struggles, a time when they did not know how they would make ends meet, how they would provide for their children, how they would keep moving forward. I watched as they came together, as they knelt in prayer, not with demands but with open hearts, seeking my guidance, seeking my provision. They trusted in me, even when they had no idea how their needs would be met. And I provided for them. It was not always in grand gestures. Sometimes it was through the kindness of a neighbor, through an unexpected opportunity, through the strength they found within each other to keep going, to keep believing. Their prayers were heard, and I responded not just with provision, but with a deepening of their faith, with a strengthening of their family bond that no amount of money could ever buy. Each of you has your own story, and each family's journey is unique. There will be times of abundance and times of need, times of joy and times of sorrow, times of clarity and times of confusion. But in every season, my beloved, you have the gift of prayer, the ability to come to me as a family, to lay everything at my feet, and to trust that I am with you. I do not promise that there will never be challenges, but I promise you this: I will never leave you. I will be with you in every moment, in every struggle, in every victory. When you pray together, you create a space where my presence is felt, where my love is known, and where my peace can take root. Family prayer is a powerful reminder that you are not alone. The world may at times feel overwhelming. The burdens you carry may feel heavy. But together, you are stronger than you could ever be apart. Together, you can lift each other up, support each other, and remind each other of my promises. Together, you can find the courage to face whatever comes your way, knowing that you are held in my love and in the love of those around you. I have seen families transformed through prayer. I have seen broken relationships mended, fears replaced with hope, sorrow turned into joy. This is what is possible when you come to me as one, when you open your hearts to my love and to each other. Prayer is not a magic formula. It is an act of love, of trust, of faith. It is an invitation for me to enter into your lives, to work in your hearts, to bring healing, peace, and strength. And I am always ready to answer that invitation. So, my dear children, never underestimate the power of coming together in prayer. It is the greatest gift you can give each other, the gift of love, of support, of my presence in your midst. When you pray, you are not only speaking to me, you are speaking life into your family. You are declaring that no matter what happens, you will face it together with me by your side. And there is nothing more powerful than that. May your family be a place where love abounds, where hope is always present, and where my spirit dwells. May your prayers be the foundation upon which you build your lives, the source of your strength, and the light that guides your way. You are my beloved, and I am with you, always and forever. Keep praying, keep believing, keep loving one another, and you will see the beauty of my work unfold in your lives. I want to speak to you today about the strength that lies within your family, strength that comes not from perfection or from the absence of difficulties, but from the choice to stand together, bound by love, bound by faith, and bound by my grace. The strength of a family is not measured by how much it can avoid struggle, but by how it faces those struggles, how it holds on to each other even when the winds of life blow fiercely, and how it trusts in me to be the foundation upon which everything else is built. There are moments in life that feel like storms, unpredictable, relentless, and overwhelming. The storms may take many forms: health challenges, financial uncertainties, disagreements, or just the pressures of daily life that seem to pile up without end. These moments can test the very fabric of your family, challenging your patience, your understanding, and your love for one another. But I want you to know, my beloved, that these storms are not meant to tear you apart. They are meant to strengthen you. They are opportunities for you to lean on each other, to find strength in your unity, and most importantly, to draw near to me. I am the anchor for your family, the steady presence that will hold you fast even when everything else seems to be shifting. When you face challenges together, I want you to remember that you do not face them alone. I am with you, and I am not just standing by, watching from a distance. I am actively holding you, guiding you, and providing you with the strength you need to weather any storm. There is a power in knowing that you are not facing life's trials on your own, but that you are surrounded by the love of your family and held by my hands, which are mighty and unfailing. Strength within a family comes from understanding that you are each other's safe haven. It comes from recognizing that every member has their own fears, their own struggles, and that each person brings their own unique gifts and abilities to the table. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has weaknesses. But your power as a family is found in your ability to see beyond those weaknesses, to support each other in times of need, and to celebrate each other's victories, no matter how small. It is in the times when one of you stumbles and the others reach out a hand to lift them up that true strength is revealed. There is an incredible resilience that I have placed within each of you, and when that resilience is combined with love and unity, it becomes an unstoppable force. When you pray together as a family, you tap into that resilience, you draw strength from my presence, and you allow my power to flow through you. Together, you can face anything. No challenge is too great, no obstacle too insurmountable, because the strength you draw on is not merely your own, it is mine, and my strength is limitless. I know that sometimes the hardest battles are not the external ones, but the internal struggles, the doubts, the fears, the feelings of inadequacy that creep into your heart when things get tough. It is easy to feel weak, to feel that you are not enough, especially when life's demands seem overwhelming. But let me remind you, my dear ones, that you are more than enough because you are mine. I have placed my spirit within you, and that spirit is one of power, of love, and of sound mind. When you feel that you are lacking, that you cannot take another step, remember that I am your strength. Come together as a family, lift your voices to me, and I will renew your spirits. I will give you rest, and I will remind you of the power that lies within you. One of the most beautiful aspects of family is the way it reflects my love. Just as I am always here for you, always ready to forgive, always ready to comfort, I have called each of you to be that for one another. In your family, you have the opportunity to practice unconditional love, to forgive when it is hard, to comfort when it seems there are no words that can make things better, and to support even when the way forward is unclear. It is through these actions that you become a reflection of my love to each other and to the world around you. There will be moments when your strength is tested, when patience runs thin, when misunderstandings cause pain, when the weight of your responsibilities feels unbearable. In those times, I want you to pause, to take a breath, and to remember that I am right there with you. I am not a distant observer. I am your closest companion. I see the tears that are sometimes shed behind closed doors, the silent prayers whispered in the dark, the moments when you question whether you can keep going. And my answer to you is always the same: yes, you can. Because I am with you, and with me, nothing is impossible. I have given each of you unique gifts, unique strengths that are meant to complement one another. One of you may be strong in moments of crisis, able to take action when needed. Another may be a source of comfort, always ready with a kind word or a listening ear. Some of you may have a gentle spirit, while others have a fiery determination. These differences are not weaknesses, they are strengths. Together, You create a complete picture, a unit that is capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. When you embrace each other's differences, when you see them as part of the beautiful tapestry that I have woven together, you find strength in unity. I want you to think of your family as a fortress. The walls of this fortress are built from love, trust, faith, and the commitment you have to each other. Prayer is what fortifies these walls, what makes them unbreakable. When you gather in prayer, you add another layer of protection, another line of defense against the challenges of the world. Within the walls of your family, there is safety, there is love, and there is the strength to face anything. No matter what happens outside, no matter how fierce the storms may be, the walls of your family fortress will stand strong because they are built upon the foundation of my love. When you come together hand in hand to pray, you are declaring that no force is greater than the love that binds you, that no trial can overcome the faith that sustains you, and that no difficulty is beyond the reach of my grace. You are not only praying for each other, you are also drawing on the power that I have placed within you as a family. You are allowing my strength to flow through you, to lift you, to sustain you. And in doing so, you discover a strength that is greater than anything you could find on your own. I know that sometimes the journey feels long, that the road ahead can seem uncertain, and that the burdens you carry may feel heavy. But I want you to remember that you are not meant to carry those burdens alone. Lean on each other, draw strength from one another, and above all, trust in me. I am the source of your strength, the one who will never let you fall, the one who will always provide a way when it seems there is no way. When you come to me in prayer, individually and as a family, you tap into an inexhaustible well of strength, hope, and love. Never doubt the power of the love that binds you as a family. It is a love that can overcome anything, that can heal the deepest wounds, that can bring light to the darkest places. It is a reflection of my love for each of you, a love that knows no bounds, that sees no obstacles, that is always present, always patient, always kind. When you live in this love, when you allow it to guide your actions, your words, and your prayers, you create a strength that cannot be broken, a unity that can weather any storm. So, my beloved ones, take courage. Be strong in your unity, be bold in your love for one another, and be steadfast in your faith. The strength of your family is not found in perfection. It is found in love, in faith, and in the choice to keep moving forward together, no matter what. Come to me in prayer. Bring your struggles, your hopes, dreams, and let me be the strength that carries you through. Together, there is nothing you cannot face, no storm you cannot weather, and no challenge too great. You are my beloved children, and in me you will always find the strength you need. Let us turn our hearts today to the theme of generational love, how the spiritual connection within your family does not simply stop at one generation, but flows through, like a river that nourishes the roots of your entire family tree. I want you to understand that each of you is part of a story much bigger than yourselves. This story began long before you, and it will continue long after, as my love is passed down from parents to children, from grandparents to grandchildren, from one heart to the next. Every family has a story, and you are all a chapter in that ongoing book. Your actions today, your words of encouragement, your prayers together, they shape not only your lives, but also the lives of those who come after you. Each moment of love, each act of forgiveness, each time you choose to gather in prayer, you are laying a foundation that will support not only your children, but your children's children. This is the strength of the spiritual connection that binds generations together. It is not bound by time, and it is not limited to just those who are with you now. It is eternal, just as my love is eternal. Think of the prayers of your ancestors, those who came before you, whose hopes, dreams, and struggles led to the life you live now. Many of those who came before you spoke my name, prayed for strength, for guidance, for the well-being of the family members they would never get to meet. You are the answer to some of those prayers. You are living in blessings that were sown long before you were born, through the faith of those who came before. Their prayers, their love, their faithfulness, they did not end when their lives did. They live on in you in the way you love, in the values you hold dear, in the very act of gathering together to pray. I want you to see that your prayers today are not only for you, not only for the present moment, but they are seeds being planted for the future. The time you spend in prayer as a family, the way you model love, forgiveness, and faith, these are gifts that will carry forward long into the future. Your children are watching even when you do not realize it. They are learning from the way you speak, the way you love, the way you lean on me in times of joy and in times of struggle. When you choose to pray as a family, you are showing them that there is strength in vulnerability, that there is power in coming together, that in every moment of life, I am the one who binds you together. There is something profoundly sacred in the way each generation passes down its faith, its stories, and its values to the next. When a grandparent takes a child's hand and teaches them to pray, or when a parent speaks of my faithfulness in their own life. These moments are precious. They are more than mere words, they are spiritual legacies. Each story, each prayer, each moment of connection is like a thread that weaves the fabric of your family's history, and each thread strengthens the entire tapestry, creating a picture of love, resilience, and faith that will endure. The challenges that you face are not so different from those faced by generations before you. Fear, uncertainty, struggles, and moments of loss are part of the human experience. But so too are the moments of triumph, of beauty, of love, and of grace. When you come together in prayer, you are not alone in facing these challenges. You are supported not only by those who are physically present, but by the prayers of those who came before you, who stood in faith, who trusted in my love, and who paved the way for you. Their prayers echo through time, and they are joined with your own as you pray for your children and their future. Think about the love of a grandparent, the wisdom, the patience, the gentle guidance that they offer. They have lived through many seasons, seen both sunshine and storms, and through it all, they have learned the value of faith. They know what it means to trust me, to lean on me, to find strength in me when all else seems lost. When they share that wisdom with you, when they tell you stories of my faithfulness, when they teach the younger ones how to pray, they are passing down something far more valuable than any material inheritance. They are passing down the legacy of faith, a gift that will never fade, a treasure that cannot be taken away. And you, my dear ones, are now the carriers of that legacy. The way you choose to live, the way you love each other, the way you come together in times of need, these are the seeds that you are planting in the hearts of the younger generation. They may not fully understand it now, but one day they will. One day they will remember the times when you gathered around the table to pray, the times when you spoke words of comfort during a difficult moment, the times when you chose love, even when it was hard. And in those memories they will find strength, they will find hope, they will find me. I want you to understand that every prayer matters, the simple prayers, the ones spoken at bedtime, the ones whispered in moments of worry, the ones shared in times of celebration. They all matter. They are all heard. They are all precious to me. They are the threads that bind your family together, not just in this moment, but across generations. When you pray, you are not just shaping the present, you are shaping the future. You are creating a foundation upon which your children and their children will stand, a foundation built on love, on faith, and on the unshakable truth that I am with you always. Generational connection is not just about blood ties, it is about spiritual ties. It is about understanding that each of you is part of something much greater, something beautiful that I am creating through you. You are part of a divine story, a story that is woven together through faith, through love, through every prayer that has ever been spoken, and every prayer that will ever be spoken. When you gather together, you are not just a family in the physical sense. You are a spiritual family, united by my love, held together by my grace, and empowered by my presence. There may be moments when you feel disconnected, when the world pulls you in different directions, when the busyness of life makes it difficult to find time for each other. But my beloved, never forget that you are connected by something far stronger than any force that seeks to divide you. My love flows through each of you, connecting you not only to one another but to all those who have come before and all those who will come after. It is a love that transcends time, a love that is eternal, a love that is my gift to you. Take time to cherish each other. Take time to share your stories, to speak of my goodness, to remember the times when I have carried you through. Take time to pray together, to lift up each other's burdens, to celebrate each other's joys. In doing so, you are creating something beautiful, something that will last far beyond your lifetime. You are creating a spiritual inheritance, one that will bless your children and their children for generations to come. My beloved, know that I am with you always. I see every prayer. I hear every word. I feel every hope that you carry in your heart for your family. Trust in the power of my love. Trust in the power of your prayers. And trust in the beautiful story that I am writing through each of you. Together you are strong. Together you are loved. And together you are building a legacy of faith, one that will shine brightly, bringing hope and light to the generations that follow. Today, I want to share with you the profound gift of peace that comes through prayer, a peace that is unlike anything the world can offer, a peace that fills not only your mind, but your soul and your heart. In this life, there will be storms, times of uncertainty, moments when the pressures of the world seem too much to bear. But when you come to me in prayer, when you invite me into the very center of your lives and your home, you open the door to a peace that transcends all understanding. There is no greater feeling than the peace that comes from knowing you are not alone. I see every struggle you face, every sleepless night, every anxious thought that crosses your mind. The world around you often tells you that you must be strong, that you must carry your burdens alone, that you must find solutions for everything on your own. But my dear ones, that is not the way I intended for you to live. You were not made to carry the weight of the world alone. You were created to find rest in me, to find peace in my presence, to find comfort in the love that I have for you. When you come together as a family to pray, you are inviting my peace into your home. It is not about fixing everything immediately or making all the problems disappear. It is about knowing that you are safe, that you are held, that no matter what happens, I am with you. My peace is like a gentle river that flows into every corner of your heart, washing away the fears, the worries, the anxieties, and leaving behind only calmness and assurance. It is the quiet confidence that everything will be okay because I am in control. Then think of a time when you have faced something that felt impossible. Maybe it was a financial struggle, maybe it was a health scare, or maybe it was simply the weight of too many responsibilities all at once. In those moments, it is easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel as though you are drowning in the worries and fears that keep piling up. But when you come to me, when you lay everything down in prayer, you are making the choice to trust in something greater than yourself. You are choosing to let go of the need to control everything and to place your trust in me, the one who loves you more than anything, the one who sees the entire picture. There is a great power in releasing your burdens to me. It is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate act of courage and faith. To say, I cannot do this on my own, Lord, I need you, is to open your heart to the miracles that I am ready to bring into your life. When you pray together as a family, you are not just asking for my help, you are aligning your hearts with mine. You are opening yourselves to my guidance, my wisdom, and my peace. You are creating a space within your hearts and within your home for me to dwell, and where my presence is, there is always peace. Sometimes, you may not feel my peace immediately. You may still have moments when your heart feels heavy, when worries creep back in, when the path ahead feels unclear. This does not mean that your prayers have gone unheard. It does not mean that I am not with you. It means that my peace is a process, a gentle unfolding that takes root in your heart and grows stronger with each passing day. The more you come to me, the more you lean on me, the more deeply you will experience my peace. It is a peace that grows as you learn to trust me, as you see my faithfulness, as you witness my love at work in your life. I want you to understand that my peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is easy to feel peaceful when everything is going well, when life is smooth and simple. But true peace, the peace that I offer, is not shaken by the ups and downs of life. It is the kind of peace that allows you to face difficulties with grace, to walk through the storms without fear, to rest even in the midst of uncertainty. It is the assurance that no matter what happens, you are held securely in my hands. When you pray together, you are anchoring yourselves to this unshakable peace. My dear children, there is something so beautiful in the way a family can support one another through prayer. When one of you is feeling weak, the others can lift them up. When one of you is struggling to find peace, the prayers of the family become a source of strength. This is what I intended for families to be: a refuge, a place where love, understanding, and support are always present. When you come together in prayer, you are becoming that refuge for one another. You are creating a safe space where each of you can be vulnerable, where you can lay down your fears and find comfort in the love that surrounds you. I know that life can be overwhelming. The world can be a noisy, chaotic place filled with demands and expectations that never seem to end. But I am offering you something different. I am offering you a place of rest, a place where you can find stillness, where you can let go of the worries that burden your heart. My peace is not something you have to earn. It is my gift to you, freely given. All I ask is that you come to me, that you open your hearts, that you all know me to be the one who carries you through. In those moments when you feel overwhelmed, I want you to remember that my peace is always available to you. It is not something far off or unattainable. It is as close as your next breath, as close as the next time you bow your head in prayer. When you feel anxiety rising, when fear seems to be taking hold, come to me. Gather as a family, hold each other's hands, and speak to me. Share your worries, your fears, your hopes, and your dreams. And as you do, feel my peace begin to flow into your hearts, calming the storm within, reminding you that you are not alone. My beloved ones, there is no greater gift you can give to each other than the gift of peace. And that gift begins with me through prayer, through trust, through the simple act of turning your hearts towards me. When you make prayer a part of your daily life, you are not just seeking answers or solutions, you are seeking my presence. And where my presence is, there is always peace. You are creating a foundation of calm, a source of strength that each of you can draw upon whenever you need it. Let my peace be the guiding force in your lives. Let it be the quiet strength that carries you through difficult times, the gentle assurance that keeps you steady, the calmness that fills your home. When you pray together, know that I am with you, listening, loving, and bringing my peace into your hearts. There is nothing that you cannot face when you are united in prayer, when you are trusting in my love, when you are drawing upon the peace that I have promised to you. You are my beloved, and I desire nothing more than for you to experience the fullness of my peace. It is a peace that heals, a peace that comforts, a peace that gives you the strength to face whatever comes your way. Come to me, my children, in every moment of joy, in every moment of fear, in every moment of uncertainty. Come to me and let my peace fill your hearts, your minds, and your home. Together let us walk this journey, and together let us create a life filled with love, strength, and the unending peace that comes only from me. Today I want to talk to you about the profound healing power of prayer, a power that reaches far beyond what the eyes can see or what the mind can comprehend. Healing comes in many forms. Sometimes it is the mending of a broken heart, the lifting of a burdened spirit, or the gentle easing of a physical ailment. But above all, healing is about wholeness, about bringing back together the pieces of your life that may have been scattered or broken, and about feeling my love transform every part of you. Every one of you carries wounds. Some of these wounds are visible, some are not. They may come from the past, from moments of loss, from betrayal, from fear, or even from the pressures that have built up slowly over time. I see each wound. I know every pain that you carry. And I want you to know that I am here, ready to heal you, ready to hold those broken pieces, and ready to bring restoration. My healing is not just for the physical body, it is for the heart, the soul, the mind, every part of you that has ever been hurt, weighed down, or burdened. Prayer is a pathway to this healing. When you open your heart to me in prayer, you are not only speaking words, you are inviting my healing presence into the very depths of your soul. There is nothing too broken that I cannot mend, no wound too deep that I cannot heal. When you come to me with your pain, when you trust me enough to bring even the most fragile parts of yourself before me, you are giving me the space to work miracles in your life. My dear one, I want you to know that your vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a strength, for it takes courage to bring forth the parts of yourself that are most in need of healing and to place them in my hands. Families, too, carry wounds. Sometimes these wounds come from misunderstandings, from harsh words spoken in anger, from moments when you have felt unsupported or unheard. The beauty of family is not in its perfection. It is in the resilience that comes from choosing to love each other, even when it is hard. When a family comes together to pray, you are creating an opportunity for deep healing, not just for each individual, but for the family as a whole. Prayer opens the door for forgiveness, for understanding, for compassion. It allows the light of my love to shine into the places that have been dark for too long. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful forms of healing. I know that there are times when forgiveness feels impossible, when the pain seems too deep, the hurt too fresh. But my dear children, forgiveness is not about letting someone off the hook or pretending that what happened did not matter. It is about choosing to release the burden that unforgiveness places upon your heart. When you forgive, you are allowing yourself to be free. You are choosing to no longer let the past define your present or your future. You are allowing my healing to flow into the places that have been wounded, to bring peace where there has been turmoil, to bring light where there has been darkness. When you pray as a family, you are creating a space for this forgiveness to take root. You are coming together not in judgment, but in love. You are offering each other grace, just as I offer grace to each of you. And it is in this grace that true healing begins. There is something so beautiful in seeing a family choose to forgive, choose to love, choose to lift each other up despite the struggles. It is a reflection of my heart, a reflection of the love I have for each of you, a love that is patient, kind, and enduring. Healing also comes in moments of comfort. Life is filled with loss, and I know that each of you has experienced grief in some way. It may be the loss of a loved one, the loss of a dream, or the loss of something that you held dear. Grief is a heavy burden, one that can make even the brightest day feel dim. But my dear children, I want you to know that I am the comforter. When you feel overwhelmed by loss, when the weight of grief feels too much to bear, come to me. Let me hold you, let me comfort you. Let me bring you peace. My love is like a balm that soothes the aching heart, that brings warmth and light into the places that feel cold and dark. When you pray as a family during times of grief, you are not only comforting each other, but you are inviting my comfort into your midst. You are acknowledging that it is okay to feel sadness, that it is okay to miss those who are no longer with you, and that it is okay to lean on each other for support. Grief is not something that you must face alone. It is a journey that you can walk together, hand in hand, with me as your guide. And as you walk this journey, you will find that the pain begins to ease, that joy begins to return, and that hope begins to take root once more. Healing also comes through the renewal of the mind. So many of you carry thoughts that weigh you down, thoughts of unworthiness, thoughts of fear, thoughts that tell you that you are not enough. These thoughts are not from me. They are lies that seek to keep you from experiencing the fullness of my love. When you pray, you are allowing my truth to replace those lies. You are opening your mind to my voice, to my words, to the truth that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that you are loved beyond measure, that you are more than enough because you are mine. When you come together as a family to pray, you are speaking life into each other. You are reminding each other of who you truly are, not defined by the mistakes you have made, not defined by the fears that sometimes hold you back, but defined by my love. You are lifting each other up. You are encouraging one another. And you are allowing my healing words to take root in your hearts and in your minds. There is no greater gift you can give to each other than the gift of truth. The truth that you are loved, that you are worthy, that you are cherished. Healing is a journey, and it is not always a straight path. There will be moments when you feel whole and moments when you feel broken once more. But I want you to know that I am with you every step of the way. I am the healer, and my work in your life is never done. I am continually working to bring you to a place of wholeness, of peace, of joy. When you pray, you are allowing me to continue this work, to bring healing to the places that still need it, to bring hope to the places that still feel dark. So my dear children, do not be afraid to bring your wounds to me. Do not be afraid to bring your pain, your fears, your worries. I am here ready to heal, ready to restore, ready to bring you to a place of wholeness. When you come together as a family to pray, you are creating a space for this healing to happen. You are allowing my love to flow into every part of your lives, to bring light where there has been darkness, to bring hope where there has been despair, to bring joy where there has been sorrow. You are not alone on this journey. I am with you now and always. My love for you is endless. My desire for your healing is unending. Together as a family, you can experience the fullness of my healing power. Together, you can support each other, light each other up, and walk this journey hand in hand, knowing that I am guiding you every step of the way. My beloved ones, trust in my healing, trust in my love, and know that I am always with you, ready to bring you to a place of wholeness, peace, and joy. I want to speak with you about one of the most beautiful gifts that I have given you, the gift of gratitude. Gratitude is more than a feeling. It is a powerful force that has the ability to change not only your perspective, but your entire life. It is the lens through which you can begin to see all of the blessings that I have poured into your lives, both big and small. When you cultivate a spirit of gratitude, you allow yourself to step into the fullness of joy, to live with an open heart, and to recognize the countless ways in which I am moving in your life, even in the most ordinary of moments. Gratitude is the bridge between the present and the divine. It is the practice of looking at what you have and seeing the beauty in it. Often the world tells you to focus on what is missing, what is lacking, or what is not as you hoped it would be. It tells you that happiness is always just out of reach, always dependent on something you do not yet have. But my beloved, I am here to tell you that joy and peace are available to you right now, in this very moment. They are found not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of gratitude. When you come together as a family to pray, let your prayers be filled with thanksgiving. There is something powerful that happens when you choose to focus on the blessings that are already in your life. Gratitude changes the atmosphere of your home. It brings light into dark places, joy into moments of sorrow, and hope into times of uncertainty. It reminds you that even in times of difficulty, there is always something to be thankful for. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every sunrise, every smile shared with a loved one, these are all gifts, reminders of my love for you. I see the moments when life feels overwhelming, when the challenges seem endless, and it feels as if the weight of the world is pressing down upon you. In those moments, gratitude may seem like the last thing on your mind. But my beloved, that is when gratitude is most powerful. It is in the midst of hardship that the choice to be thankful becomes a declaration of faith, a statement that you stand in my goodness even when the road ahead is uncertain. Gratitude shifts your focus from the burdens you carry to the blessings you hold. It allows you to see my hand at work in your life, even when things are difficult. When you gather as a family to pray, take time to share the things for which you are grateful. Each voice matters. Each blessing is significant, and each moment of thanksgiving draws you closer together and closer to me. Gratitude is a shared experience. When you speak of the things you are thankful for, you create a ripple effect of joy and positivity. Your gratitude inspires those around you. It lifts up hearts that may be feeling weary, and it creates an environment where my love and my blessings can be felt deeply. Gratitude also opens your eyes to the blessings that may otherwise go unnoticed. Sometimes the greatest blessings are found in the simplest moments. The laughter shared around the dinner table, the warmth of a hug, the kindness of a loved one. These are not insignificant. They are moments of grace, reminders that my love is present in the small details of your life. When you take the time to notice these moments and to give thanks, you are acknowledging my presence in your life. You are inviting my love to fill every corner of your heart, to transform even the most ordinary day into something sacred. But I want you to know that gratitude is not about denying the reality of your struggles. It is not about pretending that everything is perfect or ignoring the pain that you may feel. Gratitude is about recognizing that even in the midst of pain, there is beauty. It is about seeing the light that shines through the darkness, about finding the blessings that exist alongside the challenges. When you choose to be grateful, you are choosing to see your life through my eyes, to see the goodness that exists even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude is also a form of worship. It is a way of honoring me, of acknowledging that every good thing in your life comes from my hand. When you give thanks, you are drawing closer to me. You are aligning your heart with mine, and you are opening yourself to receive even more of my blessings. My dear children, I delight in your gratitude. It brings me great joy to hear your words of thanksgiving, to see your hearts filled with appreciation for the blessings I have given you. And as you give thanks, I pour out even more blessings, for I am a God of abundance, and my love for you knows no limits. In times of abundance, let your gratitude overflow. In times of need, let your beaker be a beacon of hope. When you gather as a family to pray, let each of you share something you are thankful for. Let your prayers be filled with thanksgiving for the love that binds you, for the strength that carries you, for the grace that sustains you. Let your gratitude be the foundation upon which you build your lives, a foundation that cannot be shaken, no matter what comes your way. My beloved, I want you to understand that gratitude is not just about feeling thankful. It is about living thankfully. It is about allowing your gratitude to shape the way you see the world, the way you treat others, and the way you respond to the challenges you face. When you live with a grateful heart, you become a light in the world. Your gratitude is a testimony of my goodness, a reflection of my love. It is a way of showing the world that there is always hope, that there is always something to be thankful for, and that my love is present in every moment of your life. Let your gratitude be expressed not only in words but in actions. Be kind to one another, serve one another, and love one another deeply. When you choose to live in gratitude, you are choosing to live in love. You are choosing to see the best in others, to offer grace instead of judgment, to lift up instead of tear down. You are choosing to reflect my heart, to be a beacon of my love in the world. When you pray, let your gratitude be a central part of your prayers. Give thanks for the blessings you have received and give thanks for the blessings that are yet to come. Trust that I am working in your life, that I am always bringing about good, even when you cannot yet see it. Gratitude is an expression of trust. It is the choice to believe in my goodness, to believe that I am with you, and to believe that my plans for you are always good. My dear children, there is so much to be thankful for. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are never alone. I am with you now and always, and my love for you is endless. Let your hearts be filled with gratitude. Let your prayers be filled with thanksgiving. And let your lives be a reflection of the love and blessings that I have poured into you. Together as a family, let your gratitude be the light that guides you, the strength that sustains you, and the joy that fills your hearts. You are my beloved, and I am always with you. pouring out my blessings, guiding you, and filling your lives with my unending love. I want to talk to you about hope, the hope that comes from knowing you are loved unconditionally, the hope that lifts you when the world feels heavy, and the hope that comes alive when you place your trust in me. What if one of the most powerful gifts I have given you? It is the light that shines in the darkness, the anchor that holds you steady in the storm, and the promise that tomorrow holds brighter possibilities. Hope is the belief that no matter what you face today, there is a future that I have prepared for you, a future filled with blessings, love, and purpose. Hope is what keeps you moving forward when the road seems long and tiring. It is what gives you the strength to rise after you fall, to keep going even when you cannot see the path ahead. Hope is not about ignoring the difficulties of life. It is about knowing that no difficulty is ever too great for me to overcome. It is about knowing that I am with you, guiding you, walking beside you, and working all things together for your good. Hope is the quiet assurance that you are never alone, that my love is always with you, and that I am always at work in your life, even in the moments when you cannot see it. When you gather as a family, I want you to nurture this hope together. I want you to speak words of encouragement to one another, to remind each other of my promises, to lift each other up in times of struggle. Hope grows when it is shared, and your family is the perfect place for hope to flourish. When one of you feels discouraged, let the others be a source of hope. When one of you is unsure of what the future holds, remind them that I am the one who holds the future, and that my plans are always good. This is the beauty of family. You are there for one another, supporting each other, lifting each other up, and reminding each other that there is always hope. There will be times in life when the future feels uncertain, when the path ahead is unclear, and when the weight of the present moment feels almost unbearable. It is in these times that I want you to lean into hope. I want you to remember that I am the God of new beginnings, the one who makes a way when there seems to be no way, the one who brings light into the darkest places. Hope is not just a feeling, it is a choice. It is the choice to trust me, to believe in my love, and to hold on to the promise that I am always with you, no matter what you face. When you pray together as a family, let your prayers be filled with hope. Let them be filled with the expectation that I am at work, that I am bringing about good, that I am leading you toward a future that is filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Hope is the foundation upon which faith is built. It is the spark that ignites your belief in my promises, the seed that grows into a deep and abiding trust in my plan for your life. Every time you come together in prayer, you are watering that seed of hope, nurturing it, allowing it to grow and flourish. I want you to know that hope is not fragile. It may feel small at times, like a tiny flame flickering in the wind, but even the smallest flame can light the darkest room. Hope has the power to transform your perspective, to change the way you see your circumstances, to help you find the beauty and the possibility in every moment. When you choose hope, you are choosing to see beyond the limitations of the present, to believe that there is something greater, something beautiful waiting just beyond the horizon. You are choosing to trust that I am at work, even when you cannot see how. There are moments when hope requires patience. I know how hard it can be to wait, especially when you are longing for answers, for change, for relief from the burdens you carry. But my beloved, I want you to know that the waiting is not in vain. I am always working, always moving, always bringing about the best for you. Even when you do not see the answers right away, even when the waiting feels long, I am there. And my timing is perfect. Hope is trusting that my plans for you are unfolding exactly as they should, that I have not forgotten you, and that the best is yet to come. Hope also grows in the face of adversity. When you face challenges together as a family, when you walk through times of difficulty, you have the opportunity to strengthen your hope. It is in those moments of struggle that hope becomes a powerful force, a light that refuses to be extinguished. I want you to remember that no challenge is ever greater than my love for you. No obstacle is too big for me to overcome, and no situation is beyond my ability to bring about good. When you hold on to hope, you are declaring that you trust in my power, that you believe in my promises, and that you know I am with you always. Hope is also about looking forward with joy. It is about anticipating the good things that I have in store for you, the blessings that are yet to come, the doors that I am opening, the opportunities that I am preparing. I want you to live with an expectant heart, to believe that there are beautiful things ahead, that there are blessings waiting for you, that there are moments of joy that you cannot yet imagine. When you live with hope, you are opening yourself to receive all that I have for you, to step into the fullness of the life I have planned for you. Let hope be the guiding light in your family. Let it be the force that keeps you moving forward, the strength that carries you through difficult times, and the joy that fills your hearts as you look to the future. When you pray together, let your hope be evident in your words, in your hearts, in your belief that I am always working for your good. Speak words of hope to one another, lift each other up, and remind each other that no matter what happens, you are never alone, you are always loved, and there is always a reason to hope. My beloved children, hope is my gift to you. It is the promise that I am with you, that I am for you, and that I am working in your life in ways that are beyond your understanding. It is the assurance that even in the most difficult times there is light, there is love, and there is a future filled with blessings. Hold on to that hope, nurture it, let it grow within you. Let it be the anchor that keeps you steady, the light that guides your way, the promise that gives you strength. Together as a family, you have the power to be a source of hope for one another. You have the power to remind each other of my love, to lift each other up in times of need, to speak words of encouragement, and to inspire each other to keep moving forward. Hope is not something you have to find alone. It is something you can create together, something that grows stronger when it is shared, something that becomes unbreakable when it is built on the foundation of my love. I am with you, my dear ones, now and always. I am the source of your hope, the light that will never fade, the love that will never end. No matter what you face, no matter how uncertain the future may seem, know that I am guiding you, that I am preparing the way, and that my plans for you are filled with good things. Let your hearts be filled with hope. Let your prayers be filled with expectation, and let your lives be a testament to the power of hope, a hope that is grounded in my unending love for you. Hold on to hope, my children. It is my promise to you. It is the light that will lead you forward, the strength that will carry you through, and the assurance that you are never alone. Together, with hope in your hearts, you will see the beauty of my plan unfold, and you will know the fullness of my love for you. You are my beloved, and in me there is always hope. My precious ones, as we draw near to the close of this journey together, I want to speak to you about love, the love that binds everything together, the love that makes life meaningful. the love that flows directly from my heart to yours, and the love that I ask you to share with one another. My beloved children, love is the greatest gift of all. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built, the source of true peace, and the guiding force that leads you to the fullness of who you were created to be. When I speak of love, I do not speak of a fleeting feeling or an emotion that comes and goes. I am talking about a love that is steadfast, enduring, and unbreakable. A love that stands by your side through every storm, that celebrates with you in moments of joy, that comforts you in moments of sorrow. My love for you is infinite. It knows no boundaries, and it is not dependent on anything you do or fail to do. My love for you simply is constant, complete, and always present. I created each of you out of love, and I created the family so that you would have a place where that love could be nurtured, shared, and multiplied. A family is meant to be a safe harbor, a place where each of you can be your true selves, where you are accepted, cherished, and encouraged. It is within the love of your family that you learn what it means to love others, to care deeply, to sacrifice, and to give without expecting anything in return. It is through this love that you begin to understand the depth of my love for you. Love is a powerful force. It is what enables you to forgive when you have been hurt, to reach out a hand when someone else has fallen, to speak words of encouragement when others are struggling. Love is what makes you stronger, more resilient, more capable of facing whatever comes your way. When you love each other as I have loved you, you are creating a bond that cannot be broken, a unity that is able to withstand anything life may throw at you. The love within your family is a reflection of my love, and it is a testament to the power of love to bring light into the darkest of places. When you come together to pray as a family, let love be at the center of your prayers. Let your words be filled with love for each other, with compassion, with kindness, with a desire to lift one another up. Let your prayers be a way of expressing your love, not only for me, but for each other. When you pray for one another, you are not only speaking words, you are opening your hearts to me, allowing my love to flow through you, and you are sharing that love in a way that brings healing, peace, and strength. There will be moments when love is tested. There will be times when misunderstandings arise, when words are spoken in anger, when distance seems to grow between you. In those moments, remember that love is a choice. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Choosing love means choosing to see the best in each other, to forgive, to extend grace, and to remember that no one is perfect. It means choosing to hold on to each other, even when it feels difficult, because the bond you share is worth protecting, worth nurturing, worth fighting for. My dear children, I want you to live your lives in love. Let love be your guiding principle, the thing that shapes every action, every word, every decision. Let it be what you are known for, the way you love each other, the way you love those around you, the way you extend my love to those who need it most. When you live in love, you are living in my presence, you are reflecting my heart, and you are creating a world that is brighter, kinder, more filled with hope and peace. Let love guide your relationships, not only within your family, but with everyone you encounter. Be patient, be kind, be compassionate. Let your words be filled with grace. Let your actions be a reflection of my love. When you see someone who is hurting, reach out in love. When you see someone who is struggling, offer a helping hand. When you see someone who is alone, let your love be a reminder that they are not forgotten. This is how you create change in the world, not through grand gestures, but through simple acts of love that touch one heart at a time. And remember, you are never alone in this journey. I am always with you. My love is always with you. And I will always guide you as you seek to love others. There may be times when you feel that your love is not enough, that you do not have the strength to keep giving, to keep loving. In those times, come to me. Let me fill your heart once more. Let me remind you of my love for you. Let me be the source of your strength. My love is endless. It never runs dry, and I am always ready to fill you, to renew you, to empower you to love others as I have loved you. When you gather as a family, let love be at the heart of everything you do. Let it be the foundation of your prayers, the reason behind your actions, the motivation for your words. Love is what makes your family strong, what binds you together, what brings joy and peace into your home. It is the gift that I have given to each of you, and it is a gift that grows and multiplies the more you share it. Love is what gives your life meaning, what brings true fulfillment, what creates a legacy that will last long after you are gone. My beloved ones, I want you to know that my love for you is beyond anything you can imagine. It is greater than any fear, any doubt, any struggle. It is the one constant in a world that is always changing. It is the light that guides you, the strength that carries you, the peace that fills your heart. Live in that love, share that love. Let it be the force that drives you every day. And know that no matter what happens, no matter where life takes you, my love will always be with you, always surrounding you, always holding you close. As we end this time together, I want to remind you to keep coming to me in prayer. Keep inviting me into your hearts, into your home, into every part of your life. Let our connection grow stronger. Let your love for each other grow deeper, and let the light of my love shine brightly through you. I am always here, always listening, always ready to guide you, to comfort you, to bless you. You are my beloved children, and I delight in every moment you spend with me. Let my love be your guiding light. Let it be the foundation of your life, and let it lead you into a future filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. You are never alone, my dear ones. I am with you now and always, loving you, blessing you, guiding you every step of the way. And now, my precious ones, if this message has touched your heart, if it has brought comfort, hope, or peace to your spirit, I encourage you to share this journey with others. Follow this channel, like this video, and let us continue to walk this path of love and faith together. Let us spread the message of hope, of love, of connection, and let us grow stronger in spirit as we share these moments of truth. Remember, you are loved, you are cherished, and my blessings are upon you now and forever.